Hey, what's up? Hello, guys. I'm back. Different shirt, and this is going to be a story time, chit chat, get ready with me type of thing. I'm sorry if you hear chatting in the background. Jared is on PlayStation, and they're on like they got like the headsets and everything on, and parties and stuff. So he's in there talking to the TV, to the game or whatever with people. Um, so I'm going to do a get ready with me. Sorry. It is so hot in here. Like, I'm sorry, the lighting is so bad. This is my beauty room. In my beauty room, I have zero windows because I get dressed in here and I do my makeup and things in here, my hair. And I also don't have any like overhead lighting, like right here. I have a light over here which is on, and then I have a lamp, like a light right here in front of my face. So it's like super hot because it's like putting off heat right in my face. So, anyways, my brows are already done. If you guys would like, they look like trash right now. They're definitely cousins. They're not even sisters. They're not even the same family. Hi, hello. Second cousin twice removed. That's what we're working with today. That's okay. The rest of the look will hopefully pull them together. If not, we'll just put some big heavy ass lashes on and them brows. Not today, girl. Not today. Um, but yeah, so that is what we're doing. If you want to see a full how I do my brow tutorial, I can definitely do that. Just that. That's no problem, but they do take me a little bit, so I want to get those on and stuff before I actually got on here to film. And like I said, they're looking kind of trashy. If I keep touching them, I'm just going to keep going and messing them up and this and that, and I don't want to do that. So, we're just working with what we got, honey. That's all we got today, hunty. Hunty. Not doing it, okay? So I know that you guys are here. If you see me looking over here, I have my mirror right here in front of my face. And I mean, I don't know if I can in front of you guys. We'll see how it goes. Well, this is my first time doing. I've done makeup on lives, but it's kind of different than doing it like on a recorded video. So we'll see how it does. My eyes are already primed. My hands, of course, are clean, but to do my brows, I will tell you what product I used. I used the Dip Brow by Anastasia. It's a classic. Everyone uses it. Hello, where have you been? This is what I use to fill in my brows. I prefer pencil, but my Brow Wiz is out, and being an adult, I can't afford to run out and get another one just yet, but hopefully soon. But I have been filling them with this. And then, of course, I always clean up my brows because I'm a whole hot mess. Art was not my subject in school, so I cannot paint in the lines, so I do have to clean up my brows. And I also prime my eyelids at the same time, and for that I use Tarte Shape Tape. And this is the shade Light to Medium Honey. Now, this is for my brows, or like to clean up like eyeliner or eyeshadow. This is like, that's what I use this for. I do not put this, you'll see, I do not put this like under my eyes to conceal with. This is very thick and heavy, and I don't particularly like it. I only like it for my brows. Okay, after that humongous intro, let's get into the actual tutorial. Not tutorial, I'm lying. It's a get ready with me. I'm not a guru. I only do my makeup how I do my makeup, and sometimes it looks good and sometimes it looks like trash, and do I care? Not really. So I will talk about my products as I go through them, just I guess in case you care. I don't want to list them on the bottom bar, so I'll try to remember to. If I don't, sue me. It's literally like my first time doing this, so yeah. But I'm gonna be using the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette tonight. We'll see how it goes. I've used it a couple times. I've mixed reviews on that too. I can review it if you like a full review. Not that anyone cares about my opinion. I know he don't, but you know. Okay, and if you've never seen her, that's what she, god dang it, low battery. That's what she looks like, hunty. Yeah, she is a gorgeous palette. This is the only Jeffree Star palette I own. And let's get to it. I'll try to go over the names too if I remember to. How that goes. Also, I got my handy dandy color switch. Always use this because I am a basic bitch and I have a billion brushes and I use the same ones every time because, yeah, I clean them in between doing my makeup separately, but sometimes I use the same brush for multiple colors because I'm like that. Okay, let's get started doing this makeup. And we'll talk about my story time. I have a couple of different things to talk about. I have an actual story time, sort of, and then we'll talk about where am I going from here? Because I did just post a video about today about well, I guess it'll be yesterday, whatever, I don't know when I'm going to post this, about going into trucking and going through a grant program, how that works, and all that stuff. So, not how it works, but my plans, I guess. So, all right, let's see what I want to do. I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the shade Fuck. It's literally called Fuck. YouTube, do not strike me. And it is this really cute pastel tangerine color. It's not tangerine. Tangerine is like this bright ass orange. It's this pastel, peachy, apricot orange color. I'm not a guru. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm gonna put this in my crease because it's light enough to be a transition color. I feel makeup. You can't do it wrong. So, I mean, the only way you can do it wrong is if you don't do it. And I'm sweating like a. I'm not gonna say it, but something in church. So hopefully it goes on well. If not, well, I'll put it as a fail. I'll tag it as a fail. I'm gonna, like I said, put this in my crease a little bit above probably because my eyes are slightly hooded, so you can't really see them that well. And sorry, if you cannot hear me because my hand is covering my face while I do this, and I'm using like a fluffy brush. This is from Alamar Cosmetics. I got it in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. But okay, so you guys know that I posted a video, and basically what I had said was that I was going to, that I had been laid off, and I had got called back to work, and then I was off. I got called, then my frac was down. So I had actually gotten the days off again. So because of that, I still qualified for, and it's called a, I believe it's called a WIOA grant. It might be WIAO. Regardless, Google it. And it's a grant by the federal government. And it helps you basically to get into a career field or a career. It's like for training. It's money that they can use for trainings and degrees. I think I read somewhere where it says like you can actually go to like a college, maybe study something like medical assisting. It covers for like up to 2 years, but I don't know like how much it covers because I would have had to go to that workshop. Well, fun fact, I don't get to go to that workshop now because, well, remember I said I was off for 2 days, and I was talking about I'm off now. Like, obviously I'm posting a video. When I posted it, I was assuming I was off work, right? And I was laid off, and so I qualified in this and that and the other. Yeah, honey. Tell me why basically my job is 12-hour shifts. I work 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. So I work 1700 to 0500. And so I would have had to be at work if I worked at 5 p.m. or 1700, right? And I get a text at 6:45. All right, 6:45. And what am I doing? Both eyes are primed. I need to do both eyes at the same time. Here I am. I'm used to doing one eye at a time. I'm one of those. I do one eye and then one eye, and that's how I do it. Because if I don't like how one eye turns out, I don't want both eyes to go that route. But anyways, I'm going to do both at the same time. And like I said, if this is a fail, well, then I'll tag it as a fail. And we'll learn together. Let's learn. It's a together. We are a family. We do this. We do it together, right? So, like I said, I would have to be there at 1700 at quarter, like, so it was like 6:45. It was like 18:45. So 6:45. I get a text from my supervisor. Not like my field supervisor, like a bigger supervisor. And basically, his text said, so-and-so, which is the field supervisor, I'm not going to say their names, had you on today to work at 5 o'clock, and you didn't show up. That's just not like you. What happened? Where are you? And I was looking at this. It's 6:45. I would have had to be there at 5 o'clock. I was like, no, sir. I never received a text. Basically, I got the text that said, what did the text had said? It had said something like, we're going, like, that the frac was canceled. And that was for yesterday and Sunday. Yeah, it was for Sunday. Yeah, because I got the text Saturday. I'm sorry, I got the text Saturday night that said I was supposed to work Sunday, and then on Sunday morning I got a text that said that the frac was canceled. So it had actually, because I was supposed to be at one pad and I got moved on Saturday. So technically that frac got canceled on Saturday and Sunday, which is fine. You know, I did get to work Saturday and I really enjoyed it. It was great. But I didn't work yesterday, which was Sunday. Today's Monday. See, I'm like all confused. So, okay, that's great and fine and all that. Well, then, basically what had happened was today, it like actually started tonight. But I didn't get a text last night, which sometimes that happens. And I have in the past, like, just texted, like, hey, because I have an iPhone, and group text messages, because I only have Wi-Fi at my house, I do not have any cell phone service. I live in the sticks. And so, like, group text messages, like, they used to do it like that, where they'd put, like, me and, like, everyone I'm working with, which I don't care about that. But if, like, someone had an Android phone, it would reformat the text message to a regular text message. You know what I mean? It would no longer be iMessage, because all my supervisors have iPhones. So if they text me directly, it's iMessage. But if someone in the group text has an Android, it reformats the text, and I don't get it. Period. Until I get to service, which, I mean, I might not leave my house all day. So that did not work good. So, like, before, in the past, I had texted and said, hey, am I working tonight? Just because I usually work, and I hadn't got a text, and I didn't want to miss, you know, I didn't want to, like, not show up if I'm supposed to be there or come late or anything like that. So to avoid all that, my supervisors do text me personally, and that has worked great. It has always worked great. It's never been a problem. I go to work. I do my job. I love my job, and I love the company I work for. I know, like, in the trucking video, I hope it didn't come off like, oh, like, misconstrued, like, I'd rather be a trucker. No, like, it's just that avenue of my life. If I don't have work, if work is so slow that I do not have it, then I need to look at alternative avenues for my future. But that doesn't mean I don't want to do the job I'm doing now. Obviously, I said if I got called back to work, I was going to go. I mean, whether I got the grant or not, like, I prefer to go. And I'll go into a video about how I actually end up getting more hours at work too. That's a whole thing. That's a whole nother video. But it did work out. My company worked with me and we're great, and that worked. That whole situation worked out. So tonight I'm like, you know, I never do this. Like, I never not get text messages. So I'm like, I didn't get any text from him except for yesterday, which told me that the frac was canceled yesterday. So, you know, like, I don't get into, like, what? Why would I come to a pad if there's no work? And then, okay, so let me keep going. I'm going to take this, it's called Cherry Wet. It's like a nice little pinky color there. And I'm going to put that on the outer view of my eye. And I don't know if I cleaned this brush. I probably did, but here we go. And so basically, I had decided, you know, I was like, what do you mean? I would have went. And then, like, I swear to God, like, right at that minute, I then get swarmed with text messages. Not just from, like, work people, like, personal, in my personal life, like, other people, too. So I was like, what is going on? Well, then I get the text messages from my field supervisor. And the first thing I notice is they're out of order. iMessage. I got a text, and it was like at 1740 or 1730, and it was my field supervisor, like, where are you? Like, concerned, like, where am I? Because that's not like me. I go to work, and I'm always on time, and, you know, if an emergency would happen, I would say something. I just would not go, ever. I don't care what opportunity. Like, I like my company enough that even if I took another opportunity, I would want a good rapport to come back to, because I enjoy working with them and for them. So I got that one first, but it was like 1700 something, right? And then it was already late. Like I said, it was already 6:45, so it was already like 1800 something. And then I got a text from yesterday at noon, which was the pin to the location of the pad, which I did have. They did send that to me, but it was another pin just to make sure I got it. And that came, it said that was the next text after the 1700, and it was from yesterday at like 12 or something, or 1. And I was like, okay, so I get a text from 1700, then I get a text at like from noon yesterday, obviously, okay. And then I get his text, and the timestamp on it said like 12:10, but it was like 1700 today, 12 o'clock yesterday, 12 o'clock today. So they were out of order. I screenshotted that right away, because I was like, what is going on? Like, what the heck is happening? Obviously, I did not get the texts. So I screenshotted it because I wanted proof that my timestamps, you can't alter that on an iPhone, or if you do, I don't know how. And how could I add a text from yesterday that I received incoming? You can't. So I sent that to my supervisor, and I'm not saying I even needed to. Like I said, my supervisor is so cool. He was the first person I talked to when I went for like an interview for this company. So before the HR rep who like actually interviews you, I talked to the supervisor first. So like my rapport with him has always been like A1. Like that's who I talk to and deal with. I never really, I do talk to the field supervisors, but like because I know he gets real busy. But you know, like if I have an issue or anything, he's the one I go to. He handles and takes care of everything. So, and he was the one texting me. So I sent it to him, and I'm like, look at my timestamps. And he was like, well, he did text you at 12:10, and I said, yeah, but it's like after the 1700 text. So clearly, I did not receive it. And also, there in my text feed, there were no texts back. And I'm very good about texting back right away to let my supervisors know, like, I received your text. Like, I'll say, like I said, I work in the gas and oil field, I drive a truck, and I talk on a CB radio. And so I'm used to saying, like, copy, 10-4, you know, just that kind of lingo. And that's how we all kind of talk to each other. It's just understood, and it's very simple. And it cannot be misconstrued. If you tell me I'm working tomorrow at this location, I will tell you copy. That means I understood, I got it, and I will be there. But, like, I did not reply at all. And it's because I didn't get the text messages. Like, and so I was like, oh my God. And the first thing I thought was, I'm a no call, no show on a day off, or on a day that I thought I had off. And I thought our frac was down. And here I am, a no call, no show. Like, I'm about to lose my job. And then it's just like everything. Because if I would get fired, you know what I mean? Like, how would that look? Right? Anyways, so that basically was said. And then, like, my supervisor was so cool. Like, you know, he was like, I believe you. He was just like, I believe you. It's okay. It's fine. And here I am. I'm, like, just, like, word vomiting. Like, I never late. Never. I never trade shifts. I never ask someone to cover my shift or switch me shifts. I come on the days I'm supposed to come. I do not request days off. I've been with this company X amount of time, which is, like, it's not a forever amount of time, but it's an adequate amount of time where they, like, know what kind of employee I am already. And I was just like, oh my God, like I never do this. Like, why would I just not show up to work? I just asked for more time. You gave me a day. I went that day. I was scheduled the next 2 days. I had said that I was going to be there. And then, like, today, I am scheduled. I'm supposed to be there, and I'm not there. Like, clearly something happened. And he, you know, and he was super understanding, and he was like, I got it. He was like, no worries, I got it. He was like, that is, and he's like, and that's why, basically, it came across like, that's why we're texting, because this is not like you. He's like, it's fine. We'll take care of it. It's fine. And I was like, I was just like so worried, because it's like, you know, I really do like the job that I do, and I left a company to come to this company. You know, because I heard such good things, and I've stuck with them, like, and they've worked with, like, I guess if I would ask for a day off, they'd work with me and stuff. I just haven't had to or needed to. You know, because I enjoy working, and I enjoy the money that I make when I'm there, and the people that I work with, and the people that I work for. Like, I don't need to do that. So that was a whole thing. And basically then I'm like, so am I working tomorrow? Since my text is working, please let me know now. And I'm technically, like, not really, I guess I technically wasn't supposed to work tomorrow, which I can understand, because I'm supposed to show up today and I don't, and I have to find coverage. But I did offer to go in. I was like, I can be there in like 20 minutes. I'm just at my house. I'm not doing anything. I've been home like all day. You know, like, I don't know why I didn't get any text messages. iMessage, Apple. And then so, you know, that was a whole thing. And he was like, no, we've already found coverage for tonight. And I technically was not on the schedule for tomorrow. And my supervisor was such a, like, just is so great. He was like, I'll try to get you on the schedule. I'll get you on the schedule for tomorrow. And I was like, oh my God. Like, because I really do, like I said, like, I really do need the money. Like, when work is slow, and that's what you get when you work in the oil field. It's just, it's like, it's not like a seasonal job. We have work 24/7 all year, because I work for oil pad and don't work for, like, pipeline. But it slows down, you know, like, if the cost of oil per barrel slows down, like, the whole industry slows down, and we have no control over that. Like, our companies who, like, own the pads have no control of that. None of the vendors have control of that. Like, it's just, you can't control that, you know? So it's like, and I knew that going in. And so, like, the slowdown or whatever, like, that's okay. Like, I worked with it. I budgeted, you know, to where it's, like, not killing me. But, of course, I'd rather be working. And it's like, you know, and also, another thing, too, is my company actually has, like, water bottles that I was talking about in my last video. So it's like, oh, man, like, if I could get, like, a CDL and get a little bit of experience, maybe I could still work for the same company in just a different division, because we have different divisions. So it's like, that's always been in the back of my head, too. So Man, it was just a whole thing. It was a whole ordeal, and I was so scared. Like, how does that happen to me today? And then I was so angry at Apple. Like, I have iMessage. I have an iPhone specifically for iMessage because I know that on iMessage you can receive text via Wi Fi. I know that where I live, my central location has no cell phone service. I have Wi Fi. I have Xfinity Comcast Wi Fi. I have like 150 megabyte per second Wi Fi. So I need an iPhone so I can communicate with work when I'm not at work, like when I'm at home. And that just really bothered me that that happened. Like that, and I don't even know how I could have prevented that from happening. That was just such a glitch. And it's like I felt so bad because like here I am asking for more time, and it makes me look like I'm not accountable or something like that. But luckily, my job is very forgiving and understanding. My supervisors are great and worked with me, and it's just not my character. Maybe if I was someone who just didn't call off, if I called off a lot or traded shifts a lot or asked for vacation a lot, or just didn't have an interest in working and just wanted to sit at home, and like then maybe it would look more reasonable. But they know me, they know like how I work, and I mean, I'm not sure if they've even ever heard any good things about me, but they know that I show up, which is a good thing already. So that really worked in my favor. And so that goes into me saying that I am back to work and my frac is up, which means hopefully, oh my god, hopefully I work all week. And then that does disqualify me for that WIAO grant, which I'm okay with. I told Jared there's a time and place for everything. If and this might not be like the time and place for it. Like it specifically lined up where it was like I kind of got laid off for 2 weeks, and then just it so happened like they didn't have a workshop or anything until this week, and this just happened to be the week that work picked up for me. So obviously that is a sign, and that's a sign that I'm following, and that is the direction I want to go. Maybe one day I will get my CDL. Also, like I said, I'm on the fence about like that whole offset backing. I try to act like I can do it and I'm confident, but the girl ain't never done it before, and that's a whole mess. But like I said, there's a time and place for everything. So if work slows down again and I have another workshop and it's feasible and I get laid off, then I can do it. And if I can't, then I work. When I'm working and my hours are good, like I said, as a CDL driver, I'd still make more, but what I make right now is enough to sustain my life. My bills are paid and extra. So clearly, like that's not a problem at all. But yeah, that was a whole big thing. And my phone is seriously dying. I don't know if I'm going to have to stop this video and then like charge my phone some more, because I don't know like what's going on with that. I guess if it dies, it dies. But okay, so back to this makeup thing. Oh my god. That, I swear, that was the whole thing, because it gets me all up in arms, because it was like, god, like why would that happen to me? Like I literally lost, like look at that, all of that fuck shade I lost in that cherry. I mean, I like looking here, I can still see it, but looking here, hunty, it's gone. So let me just like brighten that up a little bit. But I'm like, that has never happened to me. Why would that happen to me? Like, what is the universe doing? I don't even know. And whatever. But going back to that grant program that I learned about, I'll put it out there for anybody else who's in a similar situation and like did actually lose their jobs or got laid off. A little bit about like what it actually is and what it entails. Like I said, it's a WIAO program or the WAIO program. Basically, it is a federal grant. I'm looking for my crease cutting brush. And here it is. Nope, I lied. Here it is. I'm going to cut my crease. Half cut crease. And it's a federal grant. So every state should have it. You would have to go to your county. Like, I live in the state of Ohio. So I go to Ohio Means Jobs. But basically, you'd go to like your unemployment office or give them a call and ask them about it. And let them know that you are dislocated or laid off, or your company went under, and that you're interested in getting your CDL and through that grant program. Now, I don't know how the funding is for other states or how that works. But in the state of Ohio, also, well, it's not just in the state. Like, you can actually get, if, like, you didn't get laid off, like, just say you didn't have a job, you have to make so much below poverty level, or if you do not have a job at all. See, I don't know, because I heard if you got fired, you couldn't do it. But I think you can. I'm not sure. You just have to make so much below poverty level as an adult to qualify for the grant. So, yeah. They would be able to tell you more about it. They have workshops on it, on like what kind of documentation you need to prove. I was dislocated and I had filed for unemployment, so that's what qualified me. But I'm sure, like, maybe, I don't know if you'd have to provide pay stubs or what. You'd have to provide like proof of your residency, so what county you live in. You need your social security number, driver's license, things like that. Basically, like if you're getting a job. And then they apply for the grant for you if you qualify. I don't know what all the qualifying factors are because I didn't do it and I'm not going to now, which is fine, like I said. Then, they go over that and then they help you like find a school because it's like different schools. It's not just one. Different actual schools. Like mine was going to be like a community college that's local to me, and they would help you find a school or whatever. And like I said, I don't think it's just for your CDL. That's just what I want to go to because I want to stay in this field of work. So yeah, there's my quick crease. And that's how you do it, I'm assuming. And then you would start school. There are requirements, like obviously you have to keep a certain grade point average in order to get the money in, this and that. You have to go have a certain attendance, I'm sure. But okay, I'm gonna take the shade. It's called Snack. It's this really cute shimmer shade. It's kind of like a light pink, like a peachy nudie pink. And I'm just gonna put that right on the concealer that I got my crease with. But yeah. So it comes off kind of silvery actually. But that is basically. Hello, hey, honey. On. Good. I'm recording a video. Yeah.
Love you.
I love you. So that's basically what I was gonna do, like I said, to get that CDL. But I'm back to work, and like I said, I'd rather get back to work. Like, I would still have to go. Like, if I was still laid off, I'd still be like on unemployment. But that's a pittance compared to like what you make actually working. And also, like, like who's to say that I could have got a job. It is a high demand field, but like the thing is like when you have zero experience, like I said, even the company that I currently work for, even though they have a division for water bottles, like water trucks and CDL drivers and containment and things like that, like you still need some type of experience, I'm sure. Like that, I mean, they ain't never seen me in no semi truck. They've seen me drive a pickup truck, but they ain't seen me in no semi truck. So who's to say like I'd even get hired? Like I had to have gone over the road. That was just a risk I was willing to take and try. So this is what my eye makeup looks like. Obviously, I'm probably gonna do a winged liner, and of course I'll do lashes because I always do lashes. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like cut this off really quickly. I'm gonna charge my phone. I'll probably just do the rest of my face, and then I'll go over the products and talk a little bit more about them. And I'll talk about like the rest of like why I guess like I personally chose oil filled or something like that. When I come back, my makeup's all done and my phone is charged. All right, thanks guys. See ya. I'll see you in a little bit. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay guys, this is the final look with lashes. I use Kat Von D foundation, ColourPop concealer, ColourPop setting powder, Ofra Radio Drive highlight. Hi there, honey. Hulu bronzer for my contour. My lashes are Style Iconic by House of Lashes. My eyeliner is by e.l.f. Cosmetics, and my lipstick is Kat Von D in the shade Ophelia. It's really pretty nude. And my eye's a little red because this lash, I swear, was like killing me. Oh, and my mascara was Superhero by Cosmetics. So this is basically the finished look. And I mean, it came out looking okay, I think. I'm gonna take a couple pictures of it, see if I can get any good pictures and post it to my Instagram. I'm holding my phone now, so sorry, like the angle is super crazy. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. And well, what I did on camera. I'm sorry, next time I'll like charge my phone fully. Try to. And I'm dying and it's hot. But thanks guys. So until next time, see ya.